What going on with y'all boys? It's your boy NLBnut. Y'all make sure y'all tap in, bro. It's your boy. Y'all tap in with me, man. One thing I want to say is mighty with me. But this what's going on, bro. It's time for a change. I want to tell y'all a little bit about what actually took place on in that system while this ride was going on. Even before the ride, there was a lot of cross-shooting going on, a lot of bullshit going on. So, not just amongst the ops of the gangsters of the Vice Lords, it was just on both sides. They playing with the pro box, playing with the money, sending up counts and shit that ain't even accurate. They doing things like that. They walking around in shower shoes at these regionals. They walking around in shower shoes. You ain't finna play like that. You ain't finna do none of that shit up in Parsman. You ain't finna do that shit in Wilkinson County. You ain't finna do that shit in East Meridian. You ain't finna do that shit in Greene County. You ain't finna do that shit in Rankin County, no state facility. But these folks is really on these drugs and that motherfucker, and these folks doing what they want to do, and motherfucker like they scared to say something to them because of the power that they got, little juice or whatever, or a nigga keep bird feeding them, you know what I'm saying, keep giving them, letting them get high. So they okay with it. So man, we doing what we want to do over this bitch. We run this bitch. Y'all don't run shit. Motherfucker don't run shit, man. Motherfucker don't run shit in that motherfucker. These niggas gonna get it compliant. Nigga ain't gonna get it compliant. Nigga, you ain't gonna wait your turn and get it compliant. That's what's going on, real talk. Ain't no bucking no system shit. You gonna get your head busted like that, bucking on the COs and shit like that. You causing heat to the zone and shit like that. I had a homeboy, we supposed to be some kin. My boy, John Cassidy. John Cassidy, he was a real gangster, bro. He was a mob boy. My nigga, I fucked with him the long way. Love him to death. Want to see brother come home, free that brother. But this brother here was so wild to the point he was so adapted, immune to the system, to the point he thought he can do what he want to do. When he came to a regional, he couldn't do what he want to do because this ain't the state, bro. This ain't no state facility. You went to a regional and a state facility is two different things. They living different and the food gonna be different. Every time you go to a regional, the food gonna be more better. You go to the state, the food gonna be more worse. But you wonder why a nigga be so big because they coming from these regionals and shit like that getting fat. Or some of them might come from out the state, a lot of working out, and you know what I'm saying, and eating the shit real good. But these niggas is shooting crosses. They John used to go up there, climb up that motherfucker by the microwave and charge his phone up behind the TV. Like ain't no camera in the zone, didn't give a fuck. So the police running the zone, John asked to run up there with the police and try to snatch his phone and shit down. They'll write him an RV out. Bro be gone. He'll be there for about 2-3 months and he gone. He out of there. You know what I'm saying? They'll send him out. But bro was turned up. He didn't give a fuck. He was in that bitch. He lived in there. Bro got so much time, he wasn't studying that shit. But at the same time, bro gotta use his mind. He trying to get home for him to get some juice and shit. You gotta know how to think, because ain't nobody finna let no crab them run shit, because a crab them gonna get everybody killed. So now, you got niggas trying to run the pro box, saying that this is so now. If you step outside the house and try to ask a high-ranked person that's over the compound or whatever, you breaking security. That's a breach of security. You can't do that. You have to discuss these matters with the brothers that's amongst your house on both sides. Amongst that house, you can't take no business out that zone and take it to another zone to nobody else. And if it get back to them, you in error, because how they know that this was going on? This is your house. You got a houseman for every zone, got a houseman. Every prison you go to, they're gonna have a houseman on both sides. They're gonna have 2 enforcers, all depends on how many brothers on the zone. But now, you can't do none out of character because these folks gonna get behind your ass. You gotta be on point all day long. These guys gonna be bringing your problems to you, especially the one with the juice. You gotta deal with all these niggas. You really babysitting. You babysitting niggas all day long, really, because there's gonna be calls coming in about this person, about this person, about this person, about this person. Shit steady coming up the train about other different shit on matters and ways to fix this and whatever the case may be. But you have to maintain discipline at all times and deal with them situations accordingly. Don't get yourself in no trick bag and let one of these niggas with some money push you out the way. I watched a nigga, this nigga here was juiced up, man. This nigga was juiced up. I forgot brother's name, but he was juiced up. His brother was mafia. They killed that brother, the whole prison went quiet all over the state. I was in Holmes County at the time. I had just left Parchment. I was in Holmes County at the time. He was supposed to be over all the mafias. And bro did some shit. He did some police shit, and that's what it was. It was over with. They got rid of him. Another brother stepped up, got him out the way. But it's a lot of shit going on with this shit. You'll never know because, think about it, man. Out of all this time, bro been doing this, and he been running this situation this whole time. He been running this like this. All of a sudden, this come up. It's a red flag there for me. I think the investigation should have went longer, but okay, cool. This is what it is. It might have. But now, a lot of shit that go on might not be righteous to you, but before anything, like I said, you be man before anything. You speak on any situation because you a brother. And when they ask you, when y'all get the back, on both sides of the chain, when y'all get the back, y'all supposed to discuss these matters on how y'all deal with these situations. If you holding it in, a motherfucker don't never know nothing. A closed mouth don't get fed. So we most definitely have to communicate with each other, amongst each other. Not just vice lords with vice lords, but communicate with the gangsters so they let them know what's going on. Say, bro, I got this, we finna catch a pack of shit, so I'm just letting y'all know what the business is just in case, you know what I'm saying, these folks try to run in and try to raid and try to, you know what I'm saying, take one of our phones or whatever we got on the zone, try to come shake somebody down. So that's how you handle business. You let everybody know, put everybody on point on what's going on so it don't be no mishaps. It don't be no situations on the zone. Because a nigga ain't going to play by their phone. Nigga ain't going to play by their chargers. Nigga ain't going to play by their food. None of that. None of that shit because that's all we got. So we in this bitch really trying to hold on to what we got. So ain't no bucking, none of that old shit like that. You going to get in compliance. Leave that CO alone. She told you leave her alone, leave her alone. Don't go there fucking with her. So now, the banking kick off, it was all type of speculations and shit went on. You know what I'm saying? I can't say everything because I was in one place at the time. I was in 29K building. And I was in the cell with the BD nigga. He was off deck. And I was next door to a gangster nigga named Mini Mob. Me and Mini Mob were falling out of the shop, beat his ass before. But these niggas be trying to get shit out the pro box. And they'll say they make a store this week, but these niggas ain't even make a store. Somebody else made a store that owed them. And then they store might not even come. So now you owe the pro box. So when you owe the pro box, you owe the nation. When you owe that and you don't pay it, the day you say you're gonna pay it, now you owe double. So now it's double, so now it's some more shit. Yeah, I can't pay that, I owe brother my whole sack, because he done got out there. He done got out there in debt to the point he can't even pay his debt off. So now they ready to beat his motherfucking head in. And when his canteen come, he ain't gonna even be able to touch it. They gonna get his shit as soon as he come off the cart. As soon as he sign his name on that motherfucker, that canteen bag gone. He can't sneak off on the zone too little. Yeah, ain't no running. He can try to catch out. You got niggas that done that before. They didn't try to catch out and shit like that. But now, this impartial. When they bring your canteen, they ain't opening up no doors. They gonna bring your canteen, pass your shit through the flap. Take it out the packs and pass your noodles and shit through the flap, and you can kind of look at your receipts and see what all came and shit like that. If your old motherfuckers gonna pay them, get that shit out the way. Because everybody looking for their payment on store day, because that's the way we pay each other with canteen. Unless you buy some drugs or something, you know what I'm saying? You can buy some dope or some shit with some canteen, but a lot of niggas spend a lot of cash with canteen. And niggas that you really want to put in debt is niggas that you know gonna handle their business. You don't want to just put anybody in debt because anybody ain't gonna pay you. These niggas junked out, man. These niggas on these hard drugs, they owe everybody. So it'll be a tragic situation for them, because whatever they don't pay, you gotta cover it. You most definitely gotta cover it, especially if you run the pro box. And, you know, we gonna get a count on it every week. Everybody gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, pitch in and put their counts on that shit and let everybody know we got. So we can be able to make meals on my birthday, which would be May the 5th. Real player, you feel me? So now on Fridays, we everybody gonna get together, they gonna take showers and shit, get cleaned up and shit like that. But listen, we'll talk about that later. Let's talk about the matter at hand. When we was in that motherfucking prison in Portsmouth, them COs had something to do with this shit. They played a big part in this shit, bro. It was to the point we had brothers running, like I said, they running for their life trying to get out of harm's way because we all afraid. They afraid. Some brothers don't know what to do. Some brothers don't know how to deal with the situation. Some brothers don't know nothing but kill. Everybody ain't no killer. Everybody ain't no killer. Some niggas readers, some niggas book smart, like I said. Some of these niggas just good with their hands. A lot of, you know what I'm saying? Use a nigga for what they work for, and not just for banging. But when it went down, them younger brothers were hiding in the room. They were scared. They ain't know what to do with blood and shit all down the hallway. Niggas getting stabbed up, screaming for help. You got brothers running. You got gangsters running. They trying to get to safety, trying to get to some help. Ain't no police is here to stop nothing. It's just going down. Niggas don't know what to do. So now, we just listening, because we all behind the door. We can't do shit. We can't do shit. We behind the door. We can't bang, can't do shit. We can't do nothing. So we all behind the door. Everybody listen. You hear the other song over there holler, oh, it going up over there, y'all. It going up over there. So everybody quiet because they trying to see who gonna come out on top. Is it gonna be a vice lord or a gangster? Come to find out, it's a vice lord on top. So this brother that over here banging in the cell with this gangster, because it ain't too many gangsters in the cell, no vice lord, because they really don't play that shit unless you off deck. And you really ain't supposed to be in that bitch if you off deck, because they really talking nation business on their phones and shit like that. So this brother was over that bitch banging with this GD member, and they over that bitch stabbing each other. You know what I'm saying? This probably not something that they want to do, but it's something they got to do because the call came down. And if you ain't abiding by what's going on, you gonna get wet up. You feel me? Ain't no way you was in the cell with that man and you ain't stabbed him. What's going on, bro? Why he ain't dead? But that brother was in that cell with that dude. Them niggas was shouting bro out and shit like that. And, you know, they got it on camera. You know what I'm saying? Bro was coming out that bitch in a stretcher. He was on a goddamn stretcher up in 29 I building. He was coming up out of I building on a stretcher. He threw a vice lord. And them brothers was saying, it mighty, bro. You feel me? Everybody was screaming, it mighty, because we thankful that you still alive, because he might have been close to whoever up in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He might was a good nigga. He probably was a hustling ass nigga. He probably was a dice shooter or whatever. He was good at it, something in that motherfucker, because a lot of the brothers were fucking with him over there in the zone. But he came out that bitch in the stretcher. He made it through that situation. Now the nigga that he was stabbing, that they were stabbing each other now, he died. And he just so happened to be a gangster. You feel me? And he was a known gangster on the GDC member side. He was a good dude too, not knowing what he did in his past with different niggas and shit. But far as my understanding with this person, he was a good dude, you feel me? G, they call bro G, you know what I'm saying? Nah, G, he gone. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him and his family. You know what I'm saying? He fucked up, that what it was. And you know what I'm saying? It is what it is now. So, but shout out to him and his family. You know what I'm saying? My condolences go to bro. It's straight, you know what I'm saying? But he had put himself in a situation with that shit, you know what I'm saying? He knew what this shit carried and what came behind this shit, so ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no favoritism in this shit, ain't no big eyes, little U's, none of that, you feel me? So, they banging, everybody still banging. You look over to open base, them niggas over there banging hard. They banging, them gangsters and shit running and hiding and trying to get themselves together. Vice lords running and hiding, trying to get themselves together. Then you got the police come in and shackle these niggas down with zip tie. Put zip tie behind these niggas' backs and shit to keep them from fighting with each other. Police leave out the zone. You got these niggas breaking out the zip tie. They jumping on brothers and shit, stabbing brothers. They got gangsters and shit getting stabbed. It's all type of shit. Wild, wild west in that motherfucker. Ain't no structure at this point. It's up. So then, if you want to survive, what you got to do? You know one thing, you affiliated, you got to fight. You got to. It's the only way around it. If you ain't gonna do that, bro, you probably get out the way. But this ain't the time to get out the way now, because it already started and you already was saying this what you were. You stamped for this and that what it is. So now you done took an oath for this. Now you need to be trying to stand on business. Ain't no, oh bro, I can't do that, bro. I'm finna go home. Oh, it's over with right now. You need to be trying to stay alive. Kill one of these niggas and get home. What's what you want to do? And that's the situation that they put us in the system, because they was fed up with the way we was being handled and treated. They were fed up with the way we were being handled and treated amongst the system, and we weren't getting treated fairly. We be in the cell 23-1. You come out for 1 hour a day to take a shower. Now you got 160 men on the zone. Everybody come out for an hour, but the top tier come out by themselves and the bottom tier come out by themselves. Y'all will never come out together. Y'all will never come out together. It's just too risky. Everybody in red and white, see custody, shit. It don't work like that, brother. If you been to see custody, you know what's going on. That shit was bloody. That shit was scary. These brothers burning their blankets and shit up. These gangsters burning they shit up to try to get attention to get help in the motherfucking zone. They didn't want to kill each other. They had to because that's the call that came down. But at the same time, a lot of them niggas on GDC side and a lot of them niggas on the brother side, a lot of them niggas used to cook meals together. They used to hang out together, do shit together. Fellowship together, talk shit, play cards, do shit together to kill time, to make their time go by, work out, different shit. You know what I'm saying? They were fucking with some of the same female officers and shit like that. And the officers would come in the zone and chill with them and shit like that. And we had, one day it came to this, to the point where we gotta kill each other. Nobody knew this was coming. Nobody was looking for this. You know what I'm saying? But one day it could happen, and that's what it did, it happened. And if you weren't ready for it, shit, you were gonna die in that motherfucker, you feel me? Out of all them people, it was 13 people died in that motherfucking ride. It was 13 gangsters died, and it was a white boy got killed in Chicken South. And that shit was real, bro. If it went up in Chicken South, I know it's real, because that facility there, them niggas ain't doing nothing down there. Them niggas, it's an AB prison. Them AB run that bitch really racist, really. You go down that bitch, you really trying to get the fuck from down there. Ain't shit going on down there. They got one camera on the zone, and that motherfucker don't play. Infrared, that bitch gonna pick up everything. But that banging, bro, that bitch flipped. That bitch started off in Wilkinson County. Boom, it flipped from Wilkinson County and went to Green County and worked their way up through them regionals and shit and worked their way up the Parliament. I hit the zone, them brothers said, bro, they banging in Wilkinson County. Not knowing they already done started banging in what it is, Green County and shit, they banging out there too. These brothers running for their life. My homeboy running for their life, bro. Shout out to all my homeboys in that motherfucker. Man, listen, bro, that shit was real. If a motherfucker was in that bitch to see what actually took place, bro, I got videos, I got pictures and everything of everything that took place. All these trays and shit, the living condition, the way we were living, niggas sleeping on straight steel with no mats. It was real, y'all. But listen though, y'all make sure y'all tap in with me, man. This shit real, for real. Tune in to the next story. It's your boy NLBnut. .5, y'all make sure y'all tap in. Don't be surprised. And tell me something slick so I can slide and say it real so swing. You gotta say it no more. It might with me. Love y'all. Y'all hold it down. Peace shit.